Hello, to Jordan and everybody else who's watching this. My name is Anton, and yeah, I would just like to leave a reply to the beautiful message that Jordan left about his adventure plans, his life quest or spirit quest. Um, yeah, I've done something similar myself. More than 5 years in Australia. I see. I'm also a fan of role-playing games. Not Zelda specifically, more like Dungeons and Dragons, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, if you know what I'm talking about. So I've decided to try something because I was by myself in a different country. I'm from Israel, by the way, and I had no parents, nobody, no family, no one in that country to take care of me. So yeah, I've decided to like start from scratch and pretend I was just born into this world as just a game. I mean, to me personally, psychedelics helped, and books obviously. Well, Jordan quotes a lot from the sacred geometry books. My favorite is Conversations with God, uh, co-written by Neil Walsh, and the other co-writer is obviously God. Yeah, represent. Anyway, so yeah, I decided to try my hand in the game of life and see what I can come up with. And more than 5 years, it got pretty hardcore at times. My nose was broken a few times. I was living off less than $1 a day on average. There is not one spot I can think of that I haven't slept in. Um, my favorite was on a rooftop on top of a shop in the middle of the city. It was in Perth in Western Australia. If anybody who knows, there's a shop called Target. They're right in the middle of the city. 2 million people, and I was sleeping on top in a tent for 2 months. And then they found out, and they blocked the entrance to the rooftop. Well, yeah. I've sent Jordan messages many times, and he is refusing to accept my Skype request. So yeah, well, hopefully you will learn from it as well. The fact is that if you're gonna do it, you should go ahead and do it. I mean, there are plenty of dangers, like you know, you need money. No, you don't need money. You don't need money at all. As I said, I was living off a less than $1 a day. So, sometimes I would live off no money at all, and it's not the point. The point is that the life is great, and there is a bigger entity taking care of us always. The bigger entity is, of course, the bigger us, the other version of us. I like to call it that version, the God us. Um, and it can do miracles to save us. Miracles happened to me. I was lucky. Um, my biggest miracle that happened to me was a spiritual surgery. It's an actual surgery performed on my spine, by either multidimensional spirits or my placebo or a healer woman that I met who is officially a Baha'i, but she's a lot more than that. She told me she's some kind of a princess in the astral universe, and when she dies, she'll go there. Well, good for her. Um, and yeah, it was a spinal surgery, and it was like she described to me the surgery in the day, but she said at night when I'm asleep they're gonna come to me and perform the surgery while I'm asleep, so I won't feel anything. And it took him 2 days and 2 nights. After the second night, it was performed, and it's a long story. Well, I've got 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it was interesting. Jordan is talking about backpacks. It's I had a lot of backpacks. I had one, and I kept losing them. I'm trying to be. I used to try to be very immaterial, and yeah, I kept losing everything. Like I started the whole thing with one backpack. I was living in an apartment, then they kicked us out, and I had a little bit of money, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna try the Zelda thing. Like it's Australia, good weather. I'll just do whatever. Like no attachments of any kind. Just go with the flow. So I packed a backpack and went on my way, and then got lost after a few months, and I had nothing, absolutely nothing. All I had was clothes that I was wearing, no money, nothing. And then I managed to get another backpack, filled that one up, lost that one. I think I went through maybe 5 to 8 backpacks in the span of 5 years. Um, yeah, well, eventually I learned how not to lose them, because you need at least one backpack, and this is your life. This is you. Because obviously you can do the Jesus thing and just do it without anything at all. I mean, when Jesus was walking around, he wasn't eating, he had no possessions, he was just wearing his robes, and that's it, maybe sandals. And but it's 21st century, and Jesus thing has been done. So I was what I was carrying with me was a whole bunch of interesting books, or maybe even pictures, whatever, just interesting shit I could find, and show to people on the train. Like, wow, check out how life is beautiful. I know you're depressed because of whatever happened to you or your family, just random person, but everybody has reasons to be depressed. But hey, check out this beautiful picture. It's so cool. Like, it's so cute. How can you be sad when there is this? I used to carry yeah, toys, obviously paint, paper. Just when you get creative, you can write down your thoughts, you can draw. It's a good lesson way to learn how to draw and get creative. You've got 24/7 to do whatever the fuck you want. You're completely free, just like a bird. And yeah, obviously you carry a toothbrush, toothpaste, something I had to learn later. That's why my teeth are fucked, really, really bad. But yeah, don't repeat my mistakes. Toothbrush and toothpaste always goes with you, no matter where you are, no matter what situation you find yourself in. You're in the dump somewhere. At least you can brush your teeth. That's good. That's the way to enlightenment. Brushing your teeth. That's what you got. Um, yeah. You don't have to carry replacement clothes. Generally, just wear something that you it's you. Like, you choose one thing that it's you, like it's a second skin. Like, it's not what I used to wear back then. I didn't actually bring a lot of the shit from Australia. I lost it, guess what. But yeah, you have very comfortable pants, preferably jeans. It takes a while before they get destroyed, and when they get ripped anyway, it's cool. When you get the paint over them, it's even cooler. You get shoes. Well, you'll have to go through through a pair a while like this, but somehow, like, you just find a pair anyway. You don't have to buy them. You have one pair, and after 5 months you get holes. Somebody will just give you one. You'll find one on the street somewhere, and guess what? It will fit you, and it will be the best pair that you ever got. Ever. And then that one will get holes, and you find another one, and that one's going to be the best pair ever. And then you're going to come up with all these really cool ways to fix it with tape and glue doesn't work. Tape so, but if you've got taped up shoes, that's kind of cool. I mean, America, no, not in Israel. Israel is a bit different. Yeah, and yeah, some kind of shirt or t-shirts or whatever that represents you. It's going to be in the new you. It's a way of expression, and an art form. What else? Well, yeah. While I was there, I didn't think of it, I didn't have the resources to do it. I thought of it, but not really. When I got back, I came up with a different thing. Instead of a backpack, or with a backpack, just because all the load goes on your shoulders, if you do it all the time, you'll always go with the backpack. Eventually, it's unless you know how to properly stretch and you do it every day, it will hurt your shoulders. It can be long term, very, very important. But since I came here, I found a way how to get the load of a bit of your shoulders. And these are belt pouches that you can see at trans parties or even in the military. I don't know why they're not more common these days, because the weight is on your hips and it's kind of like more natural. There's not much damage you can have from that. I'll show you an example. This is what I've got here in Israel. Yeah, this is a way to attach a water bottle. I don't have the water bottle right here, but you put it in here, and then the actual belt pouch. You can keep your mobile in there, your toothbrush, toothpaste, whatever, money, whatever is most essential, your documents. You don't never lose that. You know, it can be attached to your belt. You can, you know, if it's not attached, you can change it. But being behind is the most comfortable. Um, it kind of looks cool, and it's really three styles. Yeah, I hope you heard that. I was saying how it can be permanently attached and you can put whatever you want in it. 10 minutes.